Hello and welcome to Supreme Commander Forged Alliance Forever. This is a ladder game between Turin Bar in the Cybern red and another Cybern in the blue. It's low map, Cobalt Valley, 10 by 10, but more of a 5 by 5 playing area. All the dead space outside. Maybe slightly larger than a 5 by 5. So, what have we got to talk about today? Well, I think I'm gonna do maybe a PSA with some news, faff news. But preview is that by the end of January, everyone has to have linked their account to their Steam account, which actually I have not even done yet. So I have a retail copy, so I'll have to find that. But basically it's to avoid copyright issues in the future, hopefully, so the FAF doesn't get shut down at some point. So you have to link your FAF account to your Steam account. You don't actually have to have Steam or anything all the time or anything horrible like that. Just have to link it once to show that you own the game, and then that's it. And you can do that on the website, and that's the most important news. So that's by the end of January. It's unfortunate, but it seems to be unavoidable, alas. So, onto the game. Is there any other news? Well, there's snipe mode. I might make a little video about that. Snipe mode, you do it by right-clicking on the attack. Right-click on the attack button, which I don't have because I'm observing a replay, but try it out. Help you kill some ACUs. And I think I'll make a video about that soon. So, some scouting from Turin, maybe looking for second air or whatever. Important to know how fast your opponent's going air in this map. Lab is very popular on this map. Zolo's made one, and because they're so popular, Turin is very ready to defend against this. It's the most common place to attack with a lab. I think coming around this side here. Now, usually this mech is not. Ooh, look at that! He almost beat the Mantis. But nice micro from Zolo there. But usually, oh, there is a hunter coming here. See, this mechs usually expand to later because you want to get to these three mechs here quite quickly, because you put a PD here. This is a very important part of the map that is always under pressure. This part of the map is under less pressure. Generally, there's only one mech very close to the base, and yeah, so you usually expand here later. So sending a lab here, you can actually get past here and get down into the back of the base, I think, with a lab. But then killing an engineer at the back of the base is not as valuable as killing this guy right here, who's expanding further away. If you're trying to think where you should attack at the very start of the game, is where are you expanding to first? Then you try and kill that engineer. That's the most valuable engineer, is the one that expands. The first expanding engineer is the most valuable engineer. So aim for that one. And then in order, aim for the second one. And then you can sort of play around if you think that if you know who you're playing, you know which one they're a little more likely to defend, then you'd attack a different point. But by default, attack that first expanding engineer usually. So at the start, slightly better start for Turin. You can see he has slight advantages. One more PJ and one more mechs. Not bad. And he's really trying to protect this engineer as low is. Sees there's a little squad, a kill squad, out for blood. So Turin has these mexes, and he should probably assist with the Mantis. Mantis can help. They can add a single build power. So 5 of them makes up an engineer. We have an air fight, which is low, maybe shouldn't be taking. So he's gonna leave the reclaim on Turin's side, and he's also lost the fight, so not good. Turin made a bomber, and that got shut down. We saw that. So radar So close and yet so far. It's a nice bit of reclaim here. 85 mass. Don't want to miss out on that. So, the important points of this map, well, T1 battles. See this battle? Excellent. One dead mantis, and in return, Turin loses 70 HP on a mantis. This is what you need. This is what you want. See Turin really trying to keep all of his units alive here. Microing back, waiting for reinforcements and taking a better fight. And this is going to happen all over the map. Zlo right now looks like he's running away from the ACU of Turin. A scout overhead sees that there is a PD here, so we're going to need some artillery in the mix. And you don't really want to make artillery early on in this map, because Medusa are not going to do well in small fights versus Mantis. The Mantis are not really going to take that damage at the highest level, obviously, because people are not going to just leave their Mantis idle. We hope. We hope. Could happen, but you don't want to play you don't want to play expecting noob mistakes from your opponent. That's not really a reliable playstyle. Is it even a playstyle? Answers in the comments. Maybe it's your playstyle. So far, T1 spam. Zlo now congregating in the middle. Turin is getting a lot of his units in the middle now. But the middle is split, so no advantages there. But still, Zlo has not taken these maxes, and he lost his radar as well. It's not good. This nice 3-kill Mantis goes down. And this is so vulnerable, but just because there's one PD here, Zlo can't go after it. Now, I mean, he could, with this many Mantis, he could, but he would lose, like, too many Mantis for it to be worth it. And now, actually, he may be... Turin looks like he's taking some initiative here. He's gone after the AC. Zlo now taking shots, getting some nice kills on Mantis, but he's running too far away with his own units. He needs to keep them very close so that he can get the shots in. And this is not a good move order from him, and he's also lost a unit or two to the PD. So as he's retreating here, and look at this stupid Shift G cancer. It's not even a good order. It's not. I mean, at least when it's a good order, it's not quite as cancerous to watch, but they're not good order. So it makes it even worse. But as Zlo is falling back here, he counterattacks on the other side. And now, yeah, look how many units Turin commits to the right side now. So we're equalized in the middle. Zlo might even have more units here now. And he's on the reclaim field, so you want to quickly scoop up these wrecks as fast as you can. Now, one thing Zlo does not have is HP. He's actually lacking HP pretty badly compared to Turin, who's on full HP. And again, Turin's now going to come in and push him away. And Zlo needs to quickly bring his units in, because he is already on 5k HP. But again, Turin retreats, doesn't want to waste units here. But he should be taking this reclaim field. He has engineers here. And all of the units of Zlo are coming directly to this part of the map. Counterattack on this side, and there's no PD, so this could actually be painful. 4 mexes are in danger. This one goes down, and there's a forward factory, which is risky on a small map to have forward factories. Factories aren't cheap. They're not for free, and you build them at the front and you lose them. That does hurt, especially if your opponent then reclaims them. That's a pretty nice chunk of mass. So Zlo has to be very careful when in this situation now. And actually he lost another... Was there an artillery back here, or how did he lose this max? Oh, nice use of the Mantis, getting that PD up very quickly and defending the maxes. This raid was risky, or was a risk to Zlo, but he's doing okay now. With more factories coming up, no max upgrades though, and no T2 land either. So this is... Well, we're getting to the point where more T1 land is not going to win you the game. We're getting towards that point now. So when you get to that point where, you know, oh, I can have 10 more mantis than my opponent, does it really matter? Maybe not. Then you gotta think of some other options. Gotta use that big brain. And think of maybe a commander upgrade. T2 land. T2 mexes. All of these options open up. And I think we're reaching that point. So it will be interesting to see what decisions people make here. But for now, they're still going to just create more reclaim fields. And Zlo being risky. Oh. He's going to turn around now. Still low on HP, but he needs a vet. Unfortunately, he's attacking the commander, it seems. And that's going to make it difficult to get vet. Unless that commander dies. But it looks like he has a nice formation. He has some Medusa in here, which are going to be annoying. And he's also gotten this raid off. He got the Medusa in there. Killed the PD. And Zlo's getting some nice damage. Turin leading on mass. Turin leading on reclaim. Got about 800 more. But Zlo with the superior micro by the looks of it. Look at that ratio. And I think that's probably... Well, maybe... No, I guess it's not. I was going to say maybe it's because Zlo has traded some HP for kills, but actually Turin actually has more veterancy on his ACU, and Zlo is under a lot of pressure now, taking a lot of damage. Look at all these mantis, but Turin not committing, and there's no firing sound from the mantis. Oh my god, Zlo under 800 HP, and he gets behind the mountain. I love these mountains in middle. How many times have I just run around the mountains exactly like this to avoid fire from an ACU or an army? And that's what saves Turin. I mean, if this is an open plain, then he's probably dead. PD here. Look at this reclaim field though. This is huge. How much mass do we got on the screen? About 3k. Over 3k now. Good stuff. And also a decent amount building up over here. People fighting over unclaimed mexes and just leaving reclaim. But look at that. Very nice for Zlo. Already has a mantis, engineer there. And Turin was maybe slightly ahead, and now it doesn't look so good. Oh, the PD goes down. Oh, look at the mass killed on this guy. 405 mass killed, 5 vet, Medusa trying to run away, but it doesn't make it. And I think that just those Medusa there just buffed Turin's kill ratio back to just about 1-0. And he's making a mex now. He has the reclaim field. Look at this access he has got, but his mass income has gone to shit. 2 mexes dead here, 2 mexes in middle dead. These 2 mexes here dead as well. That's massive. 6 mexes dead. He has 8 remaining. So I mean, almost half his income has died there. Very nice rating from Zlo. Zlo also has pigeons all over the map. He had pigeons here. He lost one around a mex. It's not going to give you much adjacency. This is really nasty though. This army is a total mass donation. I don't know how this even happened, or why he thought he could run through here. Maybe it was a misclick. I mean, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. But these mantis are very nice. Running back, killing mexes, and Turin is not taking these mexes back very quickly either. Now this mass gift is going to go some way to compensate Turin, but the rating is keeping Zlo in this game. And now Turin, well, he still has significantly more HP. He also has more vet. So looking decent for... Well, it's looking very even, really. And there's no T2 mex from Zlo, so maybe that will hurt him. But it seems like that T2 mex from Turin hurt him. He wasn't able to stop the raids. I think maybe he should have been able to stop the raids. But just a little bit of a failure on the raid stopping. Oh, he's gone after these forward pigeons. I don't know why Zlo's making so many pigeons at the front. They're very vulnerable and expensive. 75 mass for a pigeon. And they even kill whatever's next to them. Turin really needs another PD in this this area. We got a counter raid from Turin here. This PD has done its job, stopping raids. Maybe Turin needs to invest some units across here and make some Medusa as well. Do we have T2 land at all? Let's check the chat. Oh, my minimap is messed up, it seems. Well, we'll fix that another time. And most of the reclaim here seems to be gone. And Turin hasn't grabbed this. Look, he's standing right next to Mass. And yet, he does nothing. It's free real estate. Or Mass, sorry. Saul's low. Oh, look at the vision. Look at the vision. It's always nice going to his low POV, his lowest POV, and then you can see everything that's happening. Oh, anyway, even though you're not, even though you have fog of war, that's usually how it goes with slow. And it makes it so much easier to play the game when you have this vision. So we have, Jesus, there's so many power generators over here. I mean, let's see. Does Turin even know that? Oh man. Yeah, you can see how much more. This is hard mode FAF, and then this is easy mode FAF. So here you can see everything in your opponent's base, everywhere they're sending their units, and then you go to Turin, and he did just get a radar in mid. That's nice. But other than that, he can't see that much, to be honest. Can't even see his own expansion here. And there's so many inties. They've just been... Why are there so many inties? I guess at this moment... Well, at this moment, actually, someone could go T2 air instead of T2 land now. Could have like a sneaky T2 air at the back. That would be nasty. Or even some T1 drops into the back of the base. Could be nice. But really, Turin is suffering, and Zlo has done quite nicely, just suffocating him and overcoming him with raids. There's so much mass here as well. Mass everywhere on the map. And it's just constant T1 battles. And Turin is just constantly fighting in the back of his base. And Zlo has barely been touched by raids. So now we have a counter raid. But look, if Turin knew that there was... How many pigeons here? There's eight power generators. 160 power. Think of the damage. But he's not going to kill them because no vision, no win. So just a bit of scouting. He has 24 inties and no scouts. 99 problems. And one of them is no vision. And also no commander upgrades from either player. Slow looking like he has a fortress in middle. PDs. This is what you stand behind when you're making a commander upgrade, but he doesn't even look interested in commander upgrade. As long as he can see that Turin is just walking around and not making his own upgrade, it's not completely necessary to make his own, but it would be nice to have a gun right now. The gun is always nice on this map. And again, Zlo probing. He has the air scouts around ready, and he also has the bombers doing damage. This one 5 kills, 2 kills on this one, and even more damage. Not bad, and still, yeah, this is just constantly denied, and the reclaim is there, and only Zlo can take it. And now running through the PD, the walls weren't finished, so it dies quite easily. And oh no, Zlo, where are you going? Okay, he realizes what's going on. He's just, you can see he sent all his units to the side and then was very close to this ACU and army combo. That was risky. And now he's sort of dumped some mass in the base. Maybe better to turn around at this point. But still, damage done. Now coming forward again. but on the edge of his radar radius, so. But I think we can take a look at the... Well, let's take a look at the base first. We have 1 T2 mechs. No more started. 100 Mantis, 30 Medusa versus... Look at this. Turin has just been suffocated. And again, he's back to no vision. The radars have been killed. There's no air scouts. Oh, here, finally we have some air scouts. But it's a bit late for that now. And I think Turin is going to get just squished. Just choked out. And this was a really even game for so long. And Zlo, very nice rating overall. And now the bombers. Look, he's even microing the bombers back. As soon as they drop, he tries to turn around and save them. But Turin catches it. And Turin has so much air now. And also has 4 T2 mexes and T2 lands. So Turin finally has something to go against what Zlo has, which is, well, suffocating map control. But now Zlo is taking all of this reclaim. Look, it's disappeared, most of it. And actually, his engineers are moving past the reclaim, so I think he's got a full mass bar. And Turin maybe could have gone for an ACU upgrade as well now. Now he's got his mexes. TML would be interesting as well because there is no T2, so he could TML these mexes. There's 2 of them actually. There's one back here. And also he could then immediately TML if there's well, he could TML an ACU if he's upgrading, and he could also TML the T2 HQ as it's built. But now we have the difficult time where not many T2 units are out and you've invested in T2 land. And so there's a lot of T1 for Zlo in comparison. But the Rhinos are coming out, and the Rhinos are going to do really well. Rhinos, of course, with the lasers, tend to not miss. Almost never miss. There's some times where it gets fucked, but we won't talk about that. Zlo's still on the front line with his ACU. It's quite dangerous. There could be a beetle or 2 to stun him and allow units to get in around. But doesn't look like Turin's making those. Instead, he is pushing through the middle though, but look at these PDs are brutal. Gonna stop Rhinos in their tracks. The Rhinos are doing massive amounts of work though. A huge reclaim field gain for Turin. He needs to turn this into Rhinos as fast as possible. I think it's time to switch some, instead of pausing. Well, we need more engineers out of these factories and get assisting the support factory in the HQ. Get as many Rhinos out there as you can. He only has 9 so far. He has no radar coverage whatsoever now. I think Zlo must be just bombing radars all the time, or Turin is just not reacting to having no radar. The PDs are completely stopping any counterattack. Turin's been walled in to his own tiny portion of the map here. And PDs are up, PDs in middle, preventing pushes. It's probably going to be a PD over here soon. Reclaim, wow, Zlo, 6k ahead. And Turin, well, now that there's Rhinos out for Zlo, it looks more and more difficult. Zlo also going to have a T2 P-Gen soon. And he's not investing in eco. You can see the care for Zlo is making sure he's keeping the map control rather than trying to make a huge amount of T2 mexes. Now, possible air fight. There's so many inties. For a T1 map, there's so many inties, and I think really only Zlo has made use of air at all. He's had very nice vision. Look at these air scouts already. Everywhere. And also is using bombers. Almost a full vet ACU, and it's T1. There's no upgrade on this guy whatsoever. And he almost has full vet. I really hope he gets full vet. He's like 60 mass away, 70 mass. Zlo, meanwhile, only a single vet. Yeah, he's been more careful with his unit. That's a dodgy move order though. I wouldn't be moving towards that army. Although there are, well, there's a lot of rhinos have just shown up. Still, uh-oh. No, no, no. Okay, yeah. He's going back, but there's a lot of units coming from him. There's like 5 or 6 rhinos, maybe 8 rhinos here, and more here, and the ACU. And slow. No, no, not like this. Not like this. The Medusa are here, but they're getting in the way, and now the Medusa of Turin are getting in the way. Turin turns around. He's going to overcharge these incoming rhinos. And Zlo under attack, 6,000 HP. Oh. Oh no. Turin ran out of units there. A lot quicker than I thought he was going to. He does have full vet with a T1 ACU. I don't know if I've seen a full vet T1 ACU before. It might be a first. For me. And that's not really how the game ended, I think. I think Turin lost this, but this was a local replay. Turin probably just instantly disconnected. So, well played Zlo. And it's such an even game, and then I think it goes back to the hard mode versus easy mode. It's a lot easier to get these raids away and to defend against raids when your map looks like, well, not like this where you have the entire map, but when you have very nice vision, when you're using the air scouts well, when you have radars in the right places. This is a classic place to put a radar on this map, and also here behind this mountain is another classic place. So with the right vision, the game becomes a lot easier to play. Don't make it hard on yourself like poor Turin did and have no radar vision for the majority of the game. But also, I guess Zlo can be blamed for that a bit with his bombers and aiming for those radars. So make it easy for yourself and hard for your opponent, and you're gonna win a lot more games. Well played Zlo and Turin, and I hope you enjoyed this. And I'll see you on the next one. I think we might have a sentence cast coming soon. And maybe a team game cast. We shall see. We'll see. I have to get myself ready for those, to be honest. So, tune in soon, guys. See ya.